Hi, I'm Jamie Farr.
And I'm Jonathan Flora.
And although we both now live and work in Hollywood, we're proud to be from Ohio, where, excuse me, I'm a huge fan of the Toledo Mud Hens, and I host my annual LPGA Jamie Farr Toledo Classic. But Jonathan and I are even more proud that we served in the United States Army. In a world that's constantly changing, erasing one's history should never be an option. As President Calvin Coolidge said, "A nation which forgets its heroes will itself soon be forgotten."
It was also said by President James Monroe that national honor is national property of the highest value, but so is local honor and local property, and the pride that comes with a strong heritage of service to our nation, especially during a time of war. And that's why we're here. In April of 2012, the Sherman tank that sat in front of the National Guard Armory in my small town of Eaton, Ohio, for over a half century was suddenly taken away with no advance notice and no fanfare.
And you're pretty familiar with that tank, aren't you, Jonathan?
Oh, you mean that M4 tank that's really an M4 A375, serial number 12465, and manufactured by Ford?
That's the one.
Why, yes, I am. You know, it actually sat on a corner just 2 houses from where I lived. It was a fixture of the community. Kids played on it and in it, and generations have had their picture taken standing next to it or sitting on it. But even more than that, it stood for over 50 years as an icon and a proud reminder of our hard-earned freedom. And among those watching the day that it was taken away was a special person. J.J. Weichel, a 34-year veteran, a former enlisted Marine and Ohio National Guard officer, and the man that actually drove the tank, parking it on that spot over 50 years ago. He watched, wiping away tears as the tank was towed away, and he passed away just a few months later.
Although the tank was given to the town as a gift, dedicated to the neighbors that fought in World War II and Korea, it also sat proudly as one of Jonathan's former units. The 1487th Transportation Company of the Ohio National Guard was activated for Operation Desert Storm and Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Like so many other towns and cities across the U.S., Eaton has a long history of celebrating America and supporting our troops, a tradition that continues to this very day. So as you can imagine, the removal of the tank has been heartbreaking to the citizens and veterans of this town that is a part of the backbone of America.
It's a pillar of the community, it's a pillar of this armory.
It represents everyone who served, you know, in all the conflicts.
Like part of your heart's missing, you know, part of your being.
It'd be about the same if somebody took your mother's tombstone off the grave. You would miss that.
For years, this armory and this tank was here. That was the one thing that they could count on.
This is just such a huge piece of our heritage. We want to see it back.
I was told it was a gift, and so you don't really take gifts away.
With so much going on in America today and our busy lives, an incident like this in a small rural Ohio town may not seem significant, but it is. This tank is a reminder of the price that has been paid for and the responsibility that comes with inheriting the many liberties that we all enjoy. And we, all of us, are the stewards of such symbols. This is also happening in other towns.
The United States is our country and our heritage, and for myself and so many others, Ohio and Eaton truly is the heart of it all. The citizens of Eaton are simply asking that the tank be returned to its rightful home.
Sometimes it takes something like this to bring a community together, even an extended community, and you can join us.
So whether you're from Eaton, Ohio, or anywhere else in this great nation, please visit our Facebook page right here on the bottom of the screen and add your name to the more than 3,000 people in support of bringing the Eaton tank back to its home. Or you can visit PrebleCountyHeritage.com.
And thank you for your support in helping to preserve the memory of service and sacrifice for our nation.
So please join us on our Facebook page or at PrebleCountyHeritage.com.